Okay, this one is about one pedal driving. Now the first thing you might ask is, what is one pedal driving? Well, this is fairly unique to electric cars because they have the option of you being able to regenerate power from slowing down. Rather than using the brakes, you can simply slow down using the motor that powers the electric car as a generator to put power back in the battery. So we have these methods of doing this, and I'm going to explain the one that is used in the Chevrolet Bolt. Now there's three modes of regeneration that you can use. The first one is just putting the vehicle in the D position, which usually means drive, and that gives you about the same feeling as a car with an automatic transmission when you just let off the gas and let the car slow down. There'll be a small amount of regeneration then that slows the car down a little bit. Then when you step on the brakes, you get more regeneration as you slow down faster. That's the mildest form. The second one is L, which I'm not sure why they call it L, because it's not for really low or anything. But this is a one pedal driving. Okay, when you drive, your foot's on the accelerator. Okay, when you start to let off of the accelerator, instead of the car just starting to coast, what it does is actually activates the regeneration, and the farther you let off the accelerator, the more it regenerates. So it's pretty effective, and it's very noticeable. The action of the car is different than like a gas-powered car. So ideally, you could drive a vehicle like this and never ever use the brake. You would simply use the throttle for everything, because the regeneration will work down to about 4 miles an hour. So what this video is about is I'm going to demonstrate these things. I should note there's one more type of regeneration, and that is a paddle. It's on the left side of the steering column, and actually the steering wheel. And if you pull the paddle towards the driver, that gives even more regeneration. So there's actually the three modes. The mildest being D, the more effective being L, and the most effective would be a combination of L and the paddle on the steering wheel. So I'm going to show the deceleration of a vehicle from around 50 miles an hour. Actually, I think I got it to 49, and simply allow the regeneration in all three modes, so you can get an idea of just what difference it makes between the different modes. So let's watch that and see what happens. Okay, this one's going to take 41 seconds to slow down. Now I'm not going to let it come to a complete stop, because it will just simply continue to roll, kind of like an automatic transmission car would. So I just let it stop there at about 7 miles an hour, something like that. Okay, I'm accelerating again and decelerating. And at this time, it's going to take 14 seconds. Now that's with it in L. First one was in D, this one is in L. Now the next one we're going to do is with the paddle and the transmission in L. And you can see this one is going to be 10 seconds to stop the car. So what happens there? Okay, if you're using the low regeneration, the car isn't actually coasting as it would if you put it in neutral, but it is slowing down very slowly, that 41 seconds. You're going to get a lot more regeneration if you put it in L. And the L, of course, that was 14 seconds, and it comes to a complete stop. Using the paddle adds another about a quarter to the, reduces the stopping time by about a quarter. So that gives a pretty good overview of what happens when you're operating this car and using it in the different regeneration modes. So that's it on this one.